everyone, and a very warm welcome to Digital Dialogues powered by CSO Digital Paths. Today we have an eminent technologist and a man with many hats who has been a writer, a mountaineer, a DIYer, and also did 1 year of medical college. Anything which I'm missing?
Patient.
So today we have Mr. Hariharan Iyer, who is the CIO of Raymond. A very warm welcome, Mr. Iyer, today with us today. So to start off, how do you suggest dealing with integration of different technological platforms in a business system architecture?
So today it's very critical that we do tolerate different heterogeneous systems because that's the need of the business. You cannot have a monolithic architecture because a monolithic architecture got spawns up instead. So it's better to have heterogeneous systems, but the one should be on a single level that the integration should be there. Otherwise, you're dealing with different elements, different dashboard, different components, and that's where the security fit also comes. So you're going to have a unified architecture for a regular platform that integrates and coheres. Otherwise, it's going to be juggy reckless.
And how easy is this integration?
No, it's not very easy, and it has to be architected. You cannot have all of the different pieces and then think about combining it together. So it cannot be kernel integrated. We have to think about it as the review process, set the architecture right, and then set in the building blocks. Otherwise, it turns to be a kind of sugar. It's not going to serve the purpose well. And there will be a lot of difference because of loopholes.
But if I say that, especially the Indian organization who have been working on legacy infrastructure,
right,
and they have been working since ages. Now I'm asking them to change, and the new digital platforms which are coming, integration and even making that jigsaw puzzle is not an easy task. So what would you highlight as a major concern when it comes to integration?
So the one point, as I said earlier, is to architect and design the own features and then see what we have. And then do the right amount of bit of integration. The point is that doing the own hype is about getting onto the cloud. You cannot move the this integration directly to the cloud. So you have a certain parameters to see what the integration layers are. Build in a common code or a data lake fabric, feed the data unification fabric, and then go on. Otherwise, you follow the reverse journey and fail to work up for a few years and then move on. You have a difference in complications.
And when you move all these things on cloud, to what average percentage do you think you are able to move it on the cloud? Or is it like you aim to 100% into the cloud?
No, the aim should never be to move. Setting up a cloud or not on a cloud is just an infrastructure call. It's not a strategy in itself. The point is to understand what is it essential to move onto the cloud. Which of data can lie in the cloud, which of the integrations can lie in the cloud, which of the link are not giving the key now, or recording a system in their use. There should never be an intent to move anything onto it. The whole logic is to understand what things were on it and then minimize. Otherwise, it's just following up the hack and cashing on it.
And how do you see in Indian enterprises? Is it more of a hype when people are just moving, the enterprises are just moving towards the cloud? Or they do understand this aspect that it's need basis, not everything needs to move?
Most of the CIOs or the CSIOs do understand that yes, they cannot move everything on it. But because the hype is set up in such a kind of a way, mostly the board also consider moving to cloud is a solution in itself. It's not. The whole point is to understand what is the right optimum fit and then take it on. The hype would be there for everything. Today we hear on 80 steps, we're talking about AI and the whole logic is that the AI complex is not really it's mostly a deep learning experience. But then the hype is so much that people aspire to move this model either in AI structuring or in cloud structuring. But that's how the industry is. We'll have to chew the app and enjoy it out.
Okay. And what strategy do you suggest to ensure scalability of e-commerce and business system architecture?
The whole point of having your scalability is to set up onto a containerized node and then keep on scaling it up in packet so that the components don't break up. Otherwise, you've got multiple APIs coming in across different APIs with different security layerings, which can create a complication. Because of the APIs are essential. We need to integrate the APIs. You need to integrate across different heterogeneous systems, some unnamed systems, some third-party systems, some compliance-based systems. The whole point is to address each of us. But if at all there is a problem, you can work on that particular document and fix it. So that's what your approach should be. It should be like a level building block. See what you want and get on.
Okay. And does it come as a more challenge when it comes to e-commerce players, or it remains same as other enterprise?
No, it's a purely niche area. It depends upon industry to industry, sector to sector, company to company. different levels of integration will be required, different level of complication. So it's nothing like a unified it depends upon the maturity of an organization, the maturity of the system to take on. So it cannot be just reassemble playing vanilla operations.
Okay. And what is the approach towards cloud-based solution for e-commerce platforms and specifically where high transaction volumes are there in the environment?
As far as possible, it's better to take it down to the cloud instead of having it on your, it could be a private cloud, public cloud. No. That's an different aspect. But then it's better to get it on the cloud because then you can use the benefits of the cloud. You can use the scalability of the cloud. So that's where the feature lies. And it's faster.
So I've worked to ask the cost effectiveness part. Considering for the e-commerce section, it's more about moving on the cloud. The scalability is definitely a positive aspect there. But when it comes to the cost aspect, do you think the e-commerce players are faring well in terms of the cost aspect as a KPI? What they find some challenges? And if yes, then what are those challenges?
Lot of challenges. See, the point is that initially the whole hype was about cloud being a cheap option. It is not. Cloud is just a costlier option in the long run. It's more about the cost of integration, the cost of data that comes in the picture. So the earlier insight turns out to be a very easy operation, but it's not. The whole point of cloud is what differentiates you across how well you can. It's more of an qualitative spectrum. It's not a quantitative spectrum where you're going to reduce the cost moving on to the cloud. So therefore, the whole point is application on the cloud will make your sense.
Okay. So apart from choosing the appropriate application which needs to be placed on cloud to bring in that value, apart from that, is there any other strategy that e-commerce platforms can actually offer?
Yes, the point is yes. If at all they're going onto the cloud, they can set up a common data pool or what it was a data extraction for them.
Okay.
But today what's really happening is it's more not a data break but a data strand. People just dumping everything across thinking that's going to get, okay, I can utilize it at some point in time. That's not the point. The point is to have specific woven data, the data that can bring in value and then move it across. So you're reducing the cost of data IOs, you're reducing the cost of launching the system, you're reducing the cost of annuity, or across it's a well-strategic, well-thought-out plan.
And when it comes to so much of volume which is there on the cloud and the need of real-time analysis also, how does it go hand in hand? Because I understand when it goes on the cloud and you have humongous data, what are the challenges? Like how easy it is?
Strategy itself is wrong. Actually, that's my own personal perspective. The point is to fragmentize, work onto the data at the last end. So that's what we call as edge computing. The point is to compute whatever is required, critically required, and move it and make a decision-making layer at the edge system itself. Do not only take in volumetric, don't take volumetric information to the cloud. Take specific, chosen long-term perspective onto the cloud where you want to process. The rest of the work portion should be done at the edge or on the fog computing. That's where you can get the best of the value. So you don't need to take the data all across the whole band, dump it, and think about analyzing it something. It doesn't require really well, but so it you just start necessarily.
They need to actually follow a heterogeneous structure even for the cloud.
Absolutely. So you have to see what is it that can be reflected in the end layer. And today with the 5G and the other spectrums coming in, the IoT devices coming in, it's always better to process in the last stage. And that's how the future is. Most of my patents revolves on that aspect, where you can process the endpoint using computational power and deliver it there. Deliver the results locally, hyperlocally, and then take the critical information to the cloud where you want to run them this.
And how easily do you think CIOs or the decision makers are able to identify that last end that needs to go on the edge?
It really depends upon the maturity of an organization, I would say. And the experience of the CIO, it refers to the local structure in it. So it's a cost impact, it's a cultural impact, it's a question of what kind of investment they have got, what kind of computational devices do they have at any point in time. Because creating an endpoint strategy is something over long term that the board used to focus.
Okay.
So it's a question of ROI versus this.
Great. Thank you, Mr. Iyer, for sharing your thoughts. And we end this on a note that it's just about the heterogeneous architecture businesses. He's also saying that in terms of cloud also, now CIOs need to think about the heterogeneous structure on the cloud aspect. Thank you.